With over 600 million people without access to electricity in Africa, government across the continent has power sector investment and development in a bid to kickstart socio-economic growth and industrialization, working towards achieving the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 7 universal access to affordable, reliable, and modern electricity service. Significant progress has and continues to be made to electrify Africa, with several countries emerging together. Hi friends, thanks for stopping by Sefiat World. If you know you've been supporting me in this channel, God bless you. Thank you so much to my return viewers, my return subscribers, and everyone out there that always put a thumbs up to my video. I really appreciate you guys. What will I gain if I don't appreciate you guys first? God bless you so much as you keep supporting me here in Sefiat World. In this video, friends, in this video, family, so we're gonna be looking at 10 most electrified countries in Africa. African top 10 most electrified country. Which country do you think is going to come? Sit back and relax and see if your country is among African top 10 electrified countries. So we're going to be starting from number 10. And African number 10 countries, Africa number 10 most electrified countries is Senegal. Senegal is 70.4% access. Utilizing various energy sources, Senegal generates most of its electricity from solar, wind, biomass, and natural gas, with an estimated national electricity access rate of 70.4%. Further details are 47.4% for rural areas and 95.2% for urban areas. The West African country is targeting universal access to electricity by 2025, driven by the new gas to power development and renewable investment. So the number 9 most electrified country in Africa, Africa number 9 most electrified country is Kenya. Kenya is 71.4 access. With a 71.4% national electricity access rate, comprising 62.7% for rural areas and 94% for urban areas. Kenya has the highest access rate in East Africa. Kenya's energy mix include hydropower, geothermal energy, wind power, solar power, and biomass. With the bulk of electricity coming from renewable resources, Kenya ranks as a regional leader in renewable energy. The East African country intends to improve access to electricity. The number 8 most electrified country in Africa is Botswana. Botswana is 72% access. The landlocked Southern African country of Botswana mainly generates its electricity from coal, wood, and petroleum, relying on coal and petroleum products import from South Africa and other regional neighbors. The country has an urban electricity access rate of 90.7% and 26.4% rural access rate, bringing the national rate to 72%. National target to achieve a 100% electricity access rate by 2030 are underway, with the country looking for utilizing its abundant wind and solar resources. The number 7 most electrified country in Africa is South Africa. South Africa is 84.4% access. South Africa currently generates most of its electricity from coal, with the country national access to electricity rate standing at 84.4%, stroke 75.3% for rural areas and 88.8% in urban areas. The country is targeting energy scaling up investment and development in renewable energy in a bid to reduce the reliance of coal, further improve access. By 2030, South Africa intends to reduce coal use to less than 60%. By 2030, South Africa intends to reduce coal use to less than 60% while increasing renewable to 25%. The number 6 most electrified country in Africa, number 6 most electrified country is Ghana. Ghana is 85.9% access. Ghana electricity mix is dominated by hydropower energy, thermal energy, and gas. Currently, the country has a national electricity access rate of 85.9, with 74% access in rural area and 94% in urban zone. The West African nation has sound perspective of better balancing its source for electricity generation, as it is endowed with significant natural gas reserve as well as various renewable resources. The number 5 most electrified country in Africa is Gabon. Gabon is 91.6% access. Meanwhile, in Gabon, the country boasts an electricity access rate of 91.6%. Electricity access in rural areas stand as 27.8%. The urban population has an access rate of 98.6%. Under the Gabon emergency policy, the oil-rich country aimed to reduce the sustainable energy mix, including biomass, natural gas, and hydropower, in effect to reduce the reliance of fossil fuel and improve access to electricity across the rural population. The number 4 most electrified country in Africa is Algeria. Algeria is 99.8% access. With a 99.8% access national electricity access rate, 99.6% in rural areas, and 99.9% in urban areas, Algeria ranks among some of the top electrified countries in Africa. Natural gas accounts for 96% of the country's installed capacity, with the remaining 4% stored as a combination of oil, solar, hydropower, and wind. The number 3 most electrified country in Africa is Tunisia. Tunisia is 100% access. Covering all of its domestic consumption needs, Tunisia boasts 100% national electricity access for both rural and urban areas. The North African country predominantly generates its electricity from natural gas and is on track for long-term investment in renewable energy, targeting a 30% share of renewable by 2023, which is this year. The second most electrified country in Africa, Africa's second most electrified country, is Morocco. Morocco is 100% access. Morocco is among the top electrified countries in Africa, achieving a 100% national electricity access rate for both its rural and urban population. Located in North Africa and bordering the Atlantic Ocean and Mediterranean Sea, Morocco represents a high potential renewable energy market, particularly regarding solar, with plans to increase the share of renewable in the energy mix of 52% and wind and solar by 2030. Major developments are currently on the way. And Africa most electrified country, guys, we are talking about, have you subscribed to Sefiat World? If you haven't subscribed to Sefiat World, what are you waiting for? Please, you've watched this video to the end stage. Support Sefiat with that your subscription button. Support Sefiat with a thumbs up to this video, share this video, and support Sefiat with what? Your bare notification button. So guys, let's look at the number 1 most electrified country in Africa. And Africa number 1 most electrified country is Egypt. Egypt is 100% electricity access. When you mean 100%, Egypt is 100% electricity access. Bordering the Mediterranean Ocean and the Red Sea, Egypt has achieved a 100% national electricity access rate for both the rural and the urban population. Egypt's electricity is sourced mainly from the hydropower thermal power station, with the country advancing as a leader in the renewable energy sector. Currently, the country is developing plans to export surplus electricity via interconnection to Europe, the Middle East, and sub-Saharan Africa. Thank you, friends. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, my return viewers. Thank you, my return subscribers, for taking out your time to watch this video to the ending. These are African top 10 most electrified country, and the first electrified country in Africa, the first country, when I mean the first country, African first most electrified country is Egypt, and the second electrified country in Africa is Morocco. The third most electrified country in Africa is Tunisia. The fourth most electrified country in Africa is Algeria. The fifth most electrified country in Africa is Gabon. The sixth most electrified country in Africa is Ghana. The seventh most electrified country in Africa is South Africa. The eighth most electrified country in Africa is Botswana. The ninth most electrified country in Africa is Kenya. And the 10th most electrified country in Africa is Senegal. Thank you so much for taking out your time once again to view this video to the end stage. Please, if you haven't give this video a thumbs up, kindly do that. I love you so much and keep supporting me. Please, if you haven't subscribed to Electrified Visa Travels, please, in that channel I mostly talk about visa-free country, e-visa, visa on arrival, everything that gets to do with visa is on Electrified Visa Travels. So please, if you haven't subscribe to Electrified Visa Travel, and not just for you to subscribe, if you know you haven't put on your bell notification, because some people have subscribed but they haven't put on their bell notification, please hurry up, go and put your bell notification on Electrified Visa Travel. Put your bell notification on Electrified World. I love you so much. Thank you, and please keep supporting me here in this YouTube journey.